All right, so check this out. Everyone went home. Look at this. Everyone's home. It is Friday night. Update officially got done. Home office team is so amazing. They worked till 1 o'clock yesterday, and they've been working until 6 in the morning. Everyone is home. Brookie, say hello to everybody. Say hello. Hello, hello, hello. That's Tommy's daughter. Tom Ellsworth's daughter. Tom, where you at, Tom?
I'm in here, man.
Come on, give us a hello or something.
Hello.
All right, let's go see what Mario's doing over here. Mario, what you got going on, man?
Just getting ready for the
Mario's playing Havana music, huh? All right, let's turn off the music. Let's get right into it.
Okay.
Give us at least one dance move. One dance move. Okay, that's when you don't know how to dance. Excuse Mario for Mario, be honest. How big are these announcements we're about to make right now?
You're going to love it.
How big?
It's huge.
Sick?
Awesome, yeah.
Bigger than sick?
Yep.
Insanity?
Insanity.
Look at all those announcements right there. I'm not going to let you see it, but I'm about to get right into it. What I'll be sharing in the video. One is top performers in the month of February. Two is March Madness. One is a Greece winner who'll be advancing to the next round. Top national co-leadership. Which offices send the most national co-leadership? And it'll be... I forgot. So before I get into it, let me kind of give you an idea of what happened in the month of February. Our goal was 4,000 recruits for February. We did not hit it. We ended up with 2,999 recruits, one shy of 3,000, which is still the greatest recruiting month we've ever had in the history of the company, ever in the history of the company. And on the last day, we did 709 recruits. And here's what it looked like. 3-base shop did over 100 recruits. 9-base shop over 64, 9 over 64, 12 over 50 base recruits, 24 over 35, 38 over 25, and 90 base shops, the 10 base recruits, rookie MDs. If you crack 10 or above 10, I am so proud of you. Now let's get into the leaders once to kind of find out who performed in the month of February. Okay, so let's look at the top personal recruiters for the month of February. We had 26 with over 8 directs. We had 18 with over 9, so I'm going to go with the people that had over 9 directs. Kylie White, Alvaro Lopez, Isaiah Martinez, Sylvia Jean Chapman, great job as MDs. Corey Beckham, all had 9 directs. Caroline Schneider, Leo Bardo Martinez, and Clarissa, again, above 10 directs, 4 months in a row. It's a record in the history of the company. Proud of those guys. Let's see if they can do it 6 months in a row. Donnie Saunders, Lizette Zavala, Lillian Ramirez, Chris Daly, all had 10 directs. Ruben Ruby out of Pasadena, 11. Great job, Ruben. Gladys Beltran Hernandez, 11. Kahindi Thomas, 11. He's leading all MDs, all SVPs in the entire company. On today's Builders Call, people are asking, Kahindi, how did you get 11 directs? Visionaries, Hollywood hierarchy should be very proud of their leaders, setting the example. If he asks you to go wide, he's telling you what he did last month. Very proud of Kahindi. Caesar Celis had 11 directs. Yolanda LeBron, 12. David Perez had 12 directs. And then number 1, let's look at this here. Let's look at this name here. Look at that. Lily Lee. Can you see it? 25 personal recruits. Mario, you know who's Lily Lee? I spoke to her son. All I hear about that family is they're champions. Cannot wait to meet them tomorrow morning. Okay, now let's look at top personal production for the month of February. I'm going to go through top 20. Number 20, Edward Musgrove. Number 19, Ken Cerno. Devontae Thomas. Victor Zalba. Vargas, 16. Hart, 15. Gabriel Ramirez Nieves, 14. Van Demetrius, 13. Joel Molina out of Vegas, 12. Dina Esquivel, 11. Matt and Jessica Coulter, 10. Even though they had a baby, congratulations to those guys. Number 9, Leobardo Martinez out of Minnesota, and Clarissa. Number 8, Donna Melikian. Donna's typically hired. This month she was number 8. Number 7, Flor Marroquin. Number 6, Erica and Ricky. Number 5, Sisme Avelot out of San Jose. Good job for being top 5. Number 4, Jason Graziani. He said he's going to write a lot of business. He is writing a lot of personal business, $24,000. Number 3, Flavio Orozco, stud. Had a good conversation with him. Number 2, Sylvia Jean Chapman. Number 2 at $44,000. And number 1, she is not slowing down. I'm so proud of this couple. Look at that name right there. El Jeanette and Benny Williams, $55,087. El Jeanette, Benny, proud of you out here. You guys are running for SMD. Can't wait to see you guys hit SMD and get that thing knocked out of the way. Recruits, my favorite category. You already know how many people hit the 10 recruits last month. But let me go through people who did over 40. Number 20, Marvin Del Valle out of Orlando, 40 base recruits. Great job, Marvin ND. Michael Bryan, 41. Candy Thomas, 42. Solis, 42. Russack, 43. Richardson, 47. 3 away from 50, Richardson, but good job. Liz Garcia, 48. Chris and Mary felt 49. They were 1 sneeze away from 50, 49. Giovanna Nicholas Castillo, 51. Very proud of Giovanna Nicholas Castillo. Today on the Builders Call, everybody wanted to know what they were doing. Everybody wants to know what Ricky and Erica are doing. And everybody wants to know what is the best leg in the company. Gaetan, Del Toro, Alejandro, Ricky, and Erica, now Giovanna Castillo. We want to know Unity wants to have a strong leg. We want to know if that's going to be taking place with MSM, EIB, any other hierarchies want to compete with these guys, because that today is the strongest leg in the entire company. Great job, Giovanna and Nicholas Castillo. But the question is, will you do it again, or was it just one time thing you did last month with 50? We will see. Jason Graziani, 55.5, number 11. Number 10, George and Carolina Almaraz out of El Paso. Very excited for those guys and what they got going on. Jose Marlin Gaitan, 64.5. Alejandro, 65. Pelayo, 71. Del Toro, 74. Ricky and Erica, 81. Quanine, 85 out of Ohio. And then we have 3 base shops over 100. Check this out. 3 base shops over 100. Look at that. Eatman, 106. Great job, Eatman. Sapala, 116.5. Again, Vargas, number 1, 121. This could be a year where they break the record of every single month. They could do 100 recruits because they did in January as well. Very proud of the We the People base shop. It's like top 10, number 10, Sylvia and Gene Chapman. Number 9, Jose Marlin Gaitan. Number 8, Del Toro. 7, Pelayo. 6, Jason Graziani. 5, Timbers again. 4, Curtis and Spring Eatman. 3, Sheena and Matt Sapala on top 2. Check this out. Top 2 base shop. Number 2 is El Jeanette and Benny, 102,000. Number 1, Rodolfo and Ceci Vargas, 111,000 points. Leading the way. Proud of you, We the People base shop. This is you and only your direct MDs. Let's see who's leading the way in this category. Top 10. Number 10, Jason Graziani. Wow. You rarely hear EIB being number 10, but they're number 10. Number 9, Cindy Cobos. Number 8, Ricky and Erica Super Base beats Jason Graziani Super Base. This is crazy. Ricky and Erica wanted to call out Jason Graziani. They didn't just beat Jason in base, they beat Jason in super base. The next thing, the only thing that's left is now super team, if that takes place, but we will see if that happens, or EIB just had an off month, the month of February. Alejandro Aguilar, 182, Pelayo, 184.5, number 5, Gaitan, 206, number 4, Del Toro, 215.5, number 3, Vargas, 221.5, number 2, really proud of this guy, man, they're coming out of nowhere. Look at that, Lennon Tasha Cooper, number 2 at 227, and number 1, Sheena and Matt Sapala, 347.5. Biggest super base in the company. Great job, MSM. What this looks like. Number 10, Cobos. Number 9, Del Toro. Number 8, Kahindi. 7, Cooper. 6, Phelps. So remember, Cooper's number 2 in recruits, but production, their licensed agents got to write more business. Number 6, Phelps. So Phelps super base beat Len super base. That's pretty impressive. Great job, Phelps. Very few people, you notice, their super base beating the upline super base, but you're doing a great job in that category. Vargas, number 5. Pelayo, number 4. Gaitan, number 3. Number 2, Jason Graziani in super base. He's always up there in super base production. Not necessarily recruits lately. And number 1, again, Sapalas in the super base production category. So Vargas has base, first place recruits, first base points. Sapalas have first base super base, first place super base points. Super team recruits to see which hierarchy is recruiting the most people. Number 10, Diana Joe, 247.5. Number 9, Alejandro Aguilar. So now, not only TJ recruits Cornerstone, that's been a while. Del Toro's now doing, now Alejandro does. Can you imagine if now Ricky and Erica out recruit Cornerstone? Cornerstone to 247.5, Alejandro 272. That's roughly 25 more than Cornerstone, even though Cornerstone had a good month last month. It just tells you competition's getting crazier in the company. Vargas 316.5, Cobos 355.5, Jason Graziani 362.5. He's ranked number 6. Cooper's 380.5. Del Toro 430. These are hierarchies that did over 400. 430.5. Sapala 456. George 565. And the record all time in the company goes to Jose Marlin Gaitan. Chairman's Council, look how much? Bam! 695 in 1 month. TGA, be very proud of that hierarchy. You guys got a shot at being the 50% hierarchy in the entire company. Now let's find out if you also did it in production or only in recruiting. Mario just realized we're gonna get 1 hour of sleep tonight to make it to We the People tomorrow in Houston. Anyways, here we go. Super team points, top 10, number 10, Kennedy Thomas. By the way, number 11 was Donna Joe. Number 9, Felt. Number 8, Del Toro. 7, Vargas. 6, Cobos. 5, Jason. 4, Sapala. 3, Len and Tasha Cooper, Liberation. 2, Jose Marlin Gaitan. Number 1 is Jorge Pelayo. And you know what the race is on right now? To find out who's going to be the first board council member ever. Is it going to be Gaitan? Is it going to be Pelayo, Sapala? Can you imagine who it's going to be? We will find that out here very soon. I forgot to tell you, last month's book was Ray Dalio Principles. Since it's 550 pages, what I told everybody today is what I'm going to do is I want everybody to read this book. So we're advancing the month of March as Ray Dalio, the book Principles. I want every single person in the company to finish this book. This is probably a top 3 greatest books I've ever read in my entire life. So guess what? If you haven't finished it yet, do so in the month of March and talk about it in your office. A few days to put in your calendar. Monday, March 5th, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time will be the MD call. Same day will be 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, which is 5 p.m. Pacific, will be the national conference call. And the ladies call will be Thursday, March 8th, 7 p.m. By the way, all those ladies up, you see those names? Sierra, Sherrod, Anel, Teresa, Casey, Brittany, Marlene, Mary, Ceci, Sheena, Jennifer. They were on the Boston trip. And you know what I heard? I heard it was insanity. You know what Ceci said? Ceci said next year, half the ladies going on the ladies trip will be all from We the People. You know why? Because the relationship got so deep. Ceci and Sheena became best friends on last year's trip that we had in New York. So if you missed it, don't miss it next time. By the way, did I even say Donna? You didn't put Donna's name here, but Donna was on that trip as well. So Donna's on this list as well. Mario forgot Donna. If you get upset, I'm telling you right now, send some bad, ugly messages to Mario. From me to you, you got permission to send Mario some ugly messages.
Just to clear my name, Donna, it was there the whole time, but Pat missed it right there. See it?
Mario, you just wrote it in there.
No, it was there the whole time.
That was not in there.
It was there the whole time.
He's just
Here, let's go to the next subject. Next topic.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Send him the messages still. Mario, where are you going? Mario, what are you doing?
Call me again.
Dude, we're just kidding with you. Mario, come back here. He's going to come back. Don't worry about it. He does this all the time. It's all right. He's gonna be Mario, come on, man. Let's go. It's late. Dude, I told you he's going to come back. Mario, let's just freaking shoot this thing.
I just came back for the field.
Enjoy capitalism, Mario. Enjoy it. Okay, so next topic, Train the Trainers. I know a lot of you are excited about being at the Train the Trainers. I can tell you one thing here. 2 years ago, we had Train the Trainers in Dallas. You know which hierarchy showed up? Bakersfield was nobody. 12 months prior to that event, Hector and Erica only made $57,000 with PHP. They came to Train the Trainers. They left. They made $300,000 the next 12 months with PHP. Why? Because when it was Train the Trainers, they got the most people qualified from Bakersfield. People had no money to pay for a flight, to drive anything. They drove all the way from Bakersfield. They got flights, but they got everybody here. Now look at them now. Fastest growing chairman's council in the entire company because they rallied so many people to Train the Trainers. If you haven't yet qualified, March is the month to go get qualified. Listen, Vargas is going to be there teaching you what they're doing to recruit 100 people every month. Del Toro's how fast they got to Chairman's Council. Sapalas, how they run a $1.5 million base shop, make $1 million year income. George Palaio on how he became a Chairman's Council, build a business that he built nationally. Gaetan are going to talk to you about how they recruit 700 people in a month and build legs of 50 under 50 under 50. Jason's going to talk about how to go from zero to running a big office in Dallas himself and branching out in different locations. All the top leaders going to be training at Train the Trainers, but you got to go out there and do all your five and five to go to the event. Now, on the other side, for some of you that want to go to the after party, people say, Pat, you said you're going to disclose the after party. Where is the after party? Well, we were going to do it at a restaurant, but I got a new house. And this house is kind of like a nice house. It's not like a 8,000 square foot house or a 10,000 square foot house or an 11 or a 12 or a 13 or a 14. It's a 15,000 square foot house, 4 stories. 4th story, it's got like the secret spot where you can smoke cigars and have a drink and look at the entire city, Dallas, like literally 360. You can look around. It's got a massive pool, the backyard. For some of you guys, I went to my house in Porter Ranch. The backyard, Mario, it's about what, 7 times as big as the backyard. If you've been to my Dallas house, it's probably 20 times as big as that backyard. Over the big pool, basketball court, jumpy barbecue, you know, the lounge area. It's just crazy. So if you do 25 recruits, 25 apps, 25,000 points in a month of March, you'll be invited to this party. And I'm just letting you know, at this party, Ferrari's going to be there, Lamborghini's going to be there. All of them, they're going to be putting their cars out there for you to see. Your teammates going to see it. Some of you guys are going to get a chance to get into it and kind of see what it looks like. Music, dinner, dance, the whole night in my house after Train the Trainers ends. But in order to come to the party, you got to do 25, 25, 25 to be invited to the VIP party. Big event update. We got 4,844 registration and 163 days till the big event. And we got Kevin Hart. Are you kidding me? Kevin Hart. This is probably going to be that one big event where you will see 5, 6, 7, 8 leaders promote the big event more than anybody else. And this is what happens at events like this. It goes, boom. And you can't ever compete with a guy like this or a girl like this or a couple like that because they took this big event very seriously. Cannot wait. How many of you will drive this big event better than everybody else? Rally your people, book the rooms, all of that stuff, because this is going to be by far the greatest big event we've ever had in the history of PHP. Mark my words, that's what's going to be taking place. February, we licensed and appointed 230 people. That's a record for the company. 230 in February. We did more in February than we did last year in January and February combined. We did 229 in 2 months. This year we did 230 just in the month of February. By the way, new record. Licensing right now, last 60 days, we're licensing 12.7% of our recruits, which is very big. We've never been there before. Great job to Tikri and all the people that are getting people licensed. Record again, 77 MDs had at least one person licensed. And top 5 in licensing with all minimum 10. Let's look at who led the way. We had a ton of people with over 3 licensed agents last month in the big shop, 29 of them. Rudy and Rosie, Coulter, Colmenares, Liz Garcia, Cooper, Hilario, Sears, David Bryan, David Vera, Andrew Gaines, Anna Maria all had 3. Vic and Anna had 3. Pimbers 4, Lorna 4, Solis 4, Richardson 4. Gaitan 5, Almaraz 5, Ricky and Erica 5, Del Toro 5, Cobos 5, Fel 5, Garcia 5. Octavio and Maciel had 6. Good job, Octavio and Maciel. Roger Rodriguez Lopez, 7 out of Puerto Rico. Hart, 7. Hart, when's the last time you did 7? Good job. Michael Bryan, double digit, phenomenal job. Mike with 10. Palayo, phenomenal job with 10. And then we have Sapalas and Vargas, who are typically number 1 with whatever they do. They did 11, but look who's number 1. Really, who is that guy? Mario, who is that guy? Ricardo Lopez Nieves. Have you ever met that guy before? No. Where's he from, by the way? Where's he live?
Not sure.
Not sure. He lives in Puerto Rico. PR 22. Ricardo, phenomenal job. Proud of you. Guys, the National Co-Leadership is one of the best systems we have in the company because it allows you watching this, to have a national business you override from. All you got to do is ask your teammates, who do you know in Houston? Who do you know in Dallas? Who do you know in LA? Who do you know in San Diego? Who do you know in Miami? Who do you know in Fort Lauderdale? Who do you know in Chicago? And you send it over there and they build them into MDs and you override at 50% for the rest of that MD's life and you don't do anything. That person's doing it, you override at 50%, so you got to make sure you take advantage of it. So let me tell you who send the most National Co-Leaderships out. Rafael Aguilar 1, Mondragon 1, Phelps 2. Phelps, you can do better than that. Colmenares 3, Nori 3, Krista Griffith 4, Puebli 5, Bertha 5, Evelyn Leyva 6, Dina Esquivel 6, Mason 7, Genevieve 9, Kanisha Taylor 10, Donna Joe 10, David Bryan 12, Paulette 12, Carlos Reyes 13, Chanel and Hector 13, Rojas 14, Emmanuel Rosales 14, Wendy Thompson 15, Jose Andino 17, Gomez 18, Ben Beal 19, Maritza Cruz 21, Maritza Cruz, Craig Thomas 21, Carlos Medrano 21, Lorna Tracy 22, Lizette 22, Wendy Juarez 22, Rojas 24. Let's see if we can see this together. 24. Robert Tasio 25. Gaitan 26. Cooper 26. Trujillo 26. Sears 28. Bamundi 36. Ricky and Erica 38. Zapala 48. Natalia Suazo 50. Candy Thomas 51. Stephanie Luan 64. Selena Cortez 83. Del Toro 86. Martinez 91. Solis 91. Phelps 92. Alejandro Aguilar 107. Palau 117. Gaines 137. The 2 numbers at the top, Jason and Vargas, they combine all the MDs together. So that's not just Jason alone, because you have Ken Cerna in there, Michael Bryan in there, Ali Rusak in there, Trailer in there, Webb in there. A lot of different MDs are in that 156. The same goes with Rodolfo and Ceci Vargas. Marcelo's in there, Octavio's in there, and a lot of other names. Actually, no, Octavio was a separate list, or no? No, he's in there as well. That was licensing. A lot of different names are on that list. So at the top, 272, 156. We don't really know the exact number, how many is Jason and Vargas, but I can tell you one thing here. Last run, Rodolfo and Ceci Vargas had a National Co-Leadership. That was from Hector Narca del Toro, Carlos Reyes, sent from Ceci Gonzalez. Vargas got him to MD, and that became the 12th MD to help Hector Narca del Toro become a Chairman's Council. Without National Co-Leadership, Hector Narca don't become a Chairman's Council on that run. This is why you go out there and send names out there and build a national business for yourself. Now that this has been done, I cannot wait to see how many marketing directors are built nationwide for everybody. It's March Madness, and guess what? One of the matchups, the winner won by only 1.5 points. Let's take a look at who advances to the next round. Rodolfo and Ceci Vargas against Carlos Medrano, 312 to 46. Vargas advances. Gaitan against Michael Bryan. Michael Bryan had a lead initially, but Gaitan said, Mike, I like you, but come on, Mike. You're only an MD. You're not really trying to compete with the Chairman's Council, are you? And Michael Bryan got beat by Gaitan's 235 to 138 by 100 points. So that means Gaitan's face-off. The Vargases. It's going to be a great matchup, man. Mexico against El Salvador. It's going to be epic. We'll see who wins. Then we have Chris and Mary Phelps against Ortiz. Chris and Mary Phelps 155-15. They're advancing. Colmenares against Kehinde Thomas 128-36. Kehinde is advancing, which means Phelps is facing Kehinde Thomas. Kehinde, if you guys would have faced off against each other, it would have been 155-128. Guess what, Kehinde? Phelps, isn't there a race going on for ambassadors at the company who's going to be running top 5? Maybe this is going to be a pretty good matchup to have an argument. They're saying, Phelps, we want to be an ambassador making decisions more than Kehinde, or Kehinde's going to say, no, no, no. Me and Ellie, we will find out who advances to the next round here on Who Wants It More. Oh, it's going to be crazy. Next, Del Toro's won against Garcia, 205-73. It's like, you know, Del Toro's are saying, Garcia, it's cool, but you guys keep making babies, we're going to keep making leaders. Then you had Almaraz win against Vic and Anna, okay, 173-86, which means Almaraz will be facing Del Toro. Oh my goodness. Juarez, you know what I'm saying? El Paso against Bacon. Almaraz, this would be incredible if you guys were to beat Del Toro going to the next round. That's actually a pretty good matchup. Eatman against Gaines. There used to be time Gaines would just beat up on Eatman, and Eatman would just take it. You know how bad they beat him? Let me give you the score here. Eatman's Curtis and Spring Eatman beat Andrew and Jennifer Gaines 252, Mario, to 92 points. That's bad. That's 160 points is when they beat Gaines by. Good job, Eatman's. Gaines, maybe next time. Ali Rusak against Dana Malikian. Everybody was saying Dana's going to kill Ali in this competition, but that wasn't the case. Ali advances 105-25, and she'll be facing Eatman's. Ali, you better bring it, because Eatman scored 2.5 times more points than you did. But she beats out Dana. Great job, Ali. Next, Sheena Matsupala against Tommy Clark, 273-83. Sapala's advancing. El Jeanette and Benny against Ken Cerna, 223 against 49. Guess what? El Jeanette and Benny are facing Sheena Matsupala. By the way, it would have been 273-223, so it's not like it was a, you know, if it's not that good of a matchup. El Jeanette and Benny could actually upset Sheena Matsupala. Imagine that, by the way. Alejandro Aguilar against Veronica Terrazas, 137-71. Good try. Alejandro's advancing. And then Pimbers against Ricardo Lopez Nieves was 146-121. Truly, Ricardo tried, but Pimbers advancing by only 15 points. Pimbers, you'll be facing Alejandro Aguilar. By the way, check this out. Here's interesting to look at. Okay, over here, you guys did Pimbers at 146. Alejandro did 137. That is a very, very close matchup that we'll see who win on that one. Next, Jason Graziani against Gene and Sylvia Chapman. Winner only won by 19 points, and it was Jason Graziani. Sylvia and Gene, you made a name for yourself because it was so close. Jason initially was like, I don't think they stand a chance beating me. And then you guys took a lead. Then Jason like, okay, wait a minute. This is not going to end up like this. Jason came and said, guys, you're rookies. Good try. But I kind of know how to compete. I'm going to beat you on this one. And he came through. Did it again. Next, Quanan against Pelayo. Ready? Ready? Score. 194.5-196. You know who won? Quanan against Pelayo. Do you want to know who wins? Pelayo wins by 1.5 points. Pelayo, come on, Pelayo, Quanan. Dog fight. You send me messages. You showed your fight. 194.5-196. By the way, Quanan's base shop leads everybody in the company in the most annuities submitted for 2018. They've submitted 10 annuities in their base shop first 2 months. Quanan, keep it going. I got some news for you that you're going to like in this video later on. Richardson's against Coulthard. Coulthard just had a baby. Richardson's 104. Coulthard's 112. Coulthard, you're advancing. Phenomenal job. I don't know the last time Coulthard's advanced this deep into the brackets, and they will be facing the winner of Diana Joe versus Ricky and Erica, which Ricky and Erica are like, listen, we love Diana. Who doesn't love Diana? But does Diana really want to compete against Ricky and Erica? I don't know about that. Ricky and Erica 209, Diana 80. By the way, Diana, proud of her. She did 35 recruits last month in her base shop, but you're going against Ricky and Erica, who did 83 recruits in their base shop. So the matchup will be Matt and Jessica Coulthard against Ricky and Erica, and it'll be George Pelayo. George Pelayo against Jason Graziani. By the way, do you know when's the last time I think George Pelayo beat Jason Graziani? I don't even, did George beat Jason Graziani at the Top Gun even when they faced off each other? I don't know the last time George beat Jason Graziani. George, I don't know the last time. By the way, George against Jason, the score would have been 196-179. But There is some rivalry there. These are old school guys. They know each other from back in the days. I'm telling you right now, for me, I got my popcorn sitting. I got all the popcorn, okay? I got my Slurpee from 7-Eleven, my icy. I'm just gonna sit there, go like this. Oh my gosh, you got another direct. Another policy. Who's gonna win this one? George or Jason? It's gonna be a sick, crazy matchup. By the way, fourth place gets what, Mario? Can you tell us?
The Lego set. It's exclusive.
Yes, it is. Third place, yep. $5,000 shopping spree. Second place, $10,000 shopping spree. Neiman Marcus. Nice, legit clothes or Nordstrom's. First place, what do you get first place?
Okay.
Private jet with your team. You know, Ric Flair type of music. You come to Vegas at the big event with 10 of your guys in your base shop. Can't be a coordinator, has to be in your base shop performing. And when you roll up to the airport in Vegas, 3 Lambos, 2 Ferraris. Pick them, roll up. Maybe you have lunch first before you go to the hotel. Get to the event. When the event ends, Lambo and Ferrari show up again. You come back to the airport while you're Snapchatting, Instagramming this whole thing, taking pictures. You get on the jet and go back home on the company. That's what happens if you win the entire March Madness. Now we said if anybody scores the most points in a base shop this month, in the month of February, they're gonna be able to take the top performer in their base shop to Greece. We said that. So who scored the most points? Let's figure this out. Top 10 scores, let me give it to you. Number 10, Sylvia and Gene Chapman. Number 9, Jose Marlene Gaetan. Number 8, Jason Graziani. 7, Del Toro. 6, Ricky and Erica. 5, El Jeanette and Benny Mario. Number 5, great job, El Jeanette and Benny. 339 points. Number 4, Palaio. Number 3, Eatman at 423 points. Only 3 base shops scored over 400 points. Eatmans were one of them. So proud of the Eatmans. Number 2 is Sapalas. You know what that means? Guess what, Vargas? You're taking somebody out. You see the green? The points. Can we zoom in on the points? We can't really zoom in on the points. Can you see it? 569 to 464 by 105 points. You get a chance to take somebody from your base shop to go to Greece. Guess what? I don't know if it's going to be Leo or if it's going to be Boris, but it's going to be one of them. Maybe it's somebody else. I'm sure you're going to be announced tomorrow when we're in Houston. Cannot wait to see the reaction of who's going with us to Greece. Great job to the Vargas base shop. Mario, this is one of the surprises I got today. Should I tell them?
Let's sell them.
You know what it is? I know you know what it is.
Pretty sick.
You know, for all of you guys that maybe are not advancing in March Madness to the next round, I got a surprise for you. What is it? Let me show you. So for those of you that are no longer in March Madness, but you feel like still you want to compete with somebody, we created the March Madness NIT, which is Division 2. And by the way, you are ranked on who scored the most points in the month of February. That is no longer the Division 1 March Madness. Let's look at what ranking looks like. Number 1, Sylvia and Gene Chapman in February scored 286. That means they're ranked number 1. Kwanai number 2, Castillo number 3, Michael Bryan number 4, Ricardo Lopez number 5, Liz Garcia, Richardson, Marvin, Vic and Anna, Solis, Jamal, Cobos, Mason, David Bryan, Martinez, Dana, Joe. So let's look at who faces who. Here's what we're looking at. Chapman will be facing David Bryan. Ricardo will be facing Vic and Anna. Marvin Del Valle will be facing Giovanna and Nicholas Castillo. Michael Bryan against Mason. Kwanai against Cobos. Liz Garcia against Solis. Richardson against Jamal. And everybody else. All these other names. All of you. You're fighting for a wild card to get this spot. So you face off the winner of Richardson against Jamal. And by the way, there's prizes. Let me tell you what the prizes are. So now let's find out who's going to be on the Dream Team, because for February, we only had 5 people. Now we got 9 people with Sapala Vargas, Palaio, Pimber, Dana. Let's see who stayed on. Here's what we got right now. Okay, so here's a list. El Jeanette and Benny, they're back on. Pimbers, they haven't gotten off yet. They're still staying on. Graziani back on. Gaetan back on. Palaio staying on. Del Toro's back on. Eatman's back on. Sapala staying on. And Vargas captain first place. They're the captain of the Dream Team with 121 recruits and 110,000 points in our base shop last month. Cannot wait to hear you guys on Tuesday morning. Dream Team crazy announcements to make, but prior to that, I got 2 MD promotions. I want to recognize these guys. First of all, out of Atlanta, Robert and Monique Welch, phenomenal job on becoming MDs. I had a chance to hang out with these guys. Where were we, Mario? In New Orleans, right? Yeah, New Orleans. We spoke. It was such a phenomenal conversation. Robert, Monique, I like you guys so much. I can't wait for you to build a big base shop, get your watch, get your ring. So everybody around the country wants to send national co-leaderships to you guys because you've shown that you know how to recruit a base shop, you know how to build other FAs, you know how to build leaders. And if you do it right, oh my gosh, Atlanta market's a massive market for you to own, because I know a lot of people want Atlanta, but that could be yours if you set the right example when you become an MD with big recruiting numbers, big production numbers. Can't wait to see what you guys are going to do. And all I can tell you is everybody's rooting you guys on. We got one more MD promotion out of Las Vegas. These are people that are all by themselves. No one's local to go to an office. Joel Molina. Mario, Joel, his marketing director.
It's awesome.
Joel, marketing director, man.
Congratulations,
Congratulations, champ. Big deal. Super proud of you. Love what you're doing out there. Guys, Joel, Robert, and Monique, good examples. These are people that are becoming MDs in markets we've never been in before, which means, again, Joel, same thing I told Robert and Monique goes to you. Set an example. That market could be yours. Send them a ton of love about officially become marketing directors. I called Tikran. He gave me a green light on Robert and Monique. I called Alexis. They gave me a green light also, as well as Tikran, on Joel Molina. Again, congrats to everybody. Are you doing the Tom sleep?
Checking audio.
Checking audio. Almost there, guys. Only 2 more announcements to go. By the way, this last Dream Team call, Matt Sapala said, Pat, are we doing any kind of base shop builders contest? I said, what do you have in mind? He says, what if we announce a base shop builder contest from March 1st to May 31st? I said, really? He says, yes. I said, what ideas? What cities? Now, while we're doing the call, by the way, what did Lou say? Where does Lou wants to go as a company contest?
Iran.
I have no idea why he wants to go to Iran. So Lou says he wants to go to Iran. Now, everybody else is giving different kind of ideas. Finally, I came back. We have a meeting here. And I said, guys, we got to go somewhere. And then I said, you know what? I'm curious to know if the leaders, some of the leaders know the code language I speak sometimes. Because when this video got started, Mario was playing a song. I don't know if you remember that song. That song was a hint to let you know where we're going. So where are we going? It's a crazy spot. We're going to have a blast. See if you recognize the first word this girl says in this song. That's where we're going. Some of you guys are going to know what word it is within 1 second. Ready, set. Come on. You know what it is. We're going to have such a good time. Mario, where are we going? Where are we going, baby? Ready? Listen. Oh, my gosh. Are we really going to Cuba? Yes. We're going to Havana, Cuba. You know how much fun we're going to have. Man, in the 70s, that was a top 3 spot in the world for tourism, and they've opened it up, and we may as well take advantage of it to see what the place is with dancing, with food, cigars, drinks, the ambiance. It's going to be a blast with the old school cars. So now the question is, how many people will be going? That's what you're probably wondering. So here's how it works out. I sat down the board. I said, listen, when's the last time we did one? And Moral says, here's when we did it in Costa Rica. How many people got qualified? 25 people got qualified. I said, you know, I want to increase that. So what do you want to increase it to? Do we go to 30? Nah, a little bit more. 35? Nah, higher. 40? Nah, I want to go 50. 50? Yes. So here's what we're doing. Top 50 base shops from March 1st to May 31st that do over 75,000 base points. That's 25,000 points a month. But it's top 50. So even if number 50 does 109 and you do 75, that doesn't guarantee you a spot. You need to be in the top 50. So I'd be aiming for a lot more than 75,000 points. But you do that, we're going to Havana. And obviously, we're going to have the additional contest for the top 3 base shop builders. We'll be going there even sooner with us for a couple nights prior to everybody. So it'll be 4 nights, but top 3 performers for this 90-day period. They'll go 2 nights before with me, Jen, and some of the other guys that'll be. We're going to have such a great time. And we're doing top 5 personal producers. That means non-MDs can compete for where? Oh, this song just gets me so excited, man. Mario, we're going to have a good time or what, man?
Oh, yeah, it's going to be great.
Oh, my gosh. I can't wait to see who's going to go to Havana with us.
A little too excited. Oh, my gosh. It's a little embarrassing. Is that really the best you got? Oh, my
Okay,
God.
enough Mario. The time has come for the last announcement. Let me tell you what the last announcement is. It's going to be crazy, but I'll tell you exactly what the last announcement is. But prior to talking about the last announcement, let me tell you the biggest thing that's taking place here in 2018. So 45 people in 2017 got the Wealth Equity Program. Now 2018, many of you guys who missed it, this is your shot to score again. I want to remind you how this works. You score points based on how big of a base shop you build, how many new people in your base get checks, not just licensed agents, but checks, first check, how many new direct MDs you build, and how much you increase your income. So if you run a $500,000 point base shop, in 2018 you score 10 points. Million is 20 points, 1.5 million is 40 points, 2 million points is 80 points. First checks in your base shop. Last year was licensed agents, but a lot of people weren't getting checks. So this year's is checks. You get 15 people get new checks is 10 points. 25 is 20 points. 50 is 30, 40, 50, 100 points on that. Leadership development, if you promote one direct MD, it's 5 points. 3 is 20, 5 is 40, 10 is 100 points. And then last but not least, if you increase your 2017 income by 50%, once you do that with a minimum of $100,000, you will make $10,000. You will make 1 point per $10,000 you increase. Let me explain. If in 2017 you made $100,000, hypothetically, okay? Let me scratch this. In 2017 you made $50,000, okay? In 2018 you end up making $150,000. So one, you made a minimum of $100,000, check, and you increased your income by $100,000. You get 1 point per $10,000, which means you get 10 points in equity scored in your wealth equity program. Now, why am I sharing this with you and reminding you? There's a reason for So that leads me into this last topic. You see, in 2017, one of the biggest initiatives we had was a Great Equalizer bonus program. It was insane. I mean, people were going crazy with it. Sapala's got almost $600,000 of bonus checks from it. Vargas has got $400,000. I think Jason got $300,000. So many people are getting a $100,000 bonus on top of everything else. I mean, you know, our competitors pay 65%, 70%, and we're paying 75% on top of that 10, 15, 25, 35, 45% bonuses on top of that. So it was insanity until January and February, which Great Equalizer went away. And people started saying, oh my gosh, I realized how crazy Great Equalizer bonus program was. I realized how different it made us than everybody else. Oh my gosh, I want it back. So I had a board meeting and I sat down in the board meeting and I said, listen, here's what I would like to do. They said, what? I would like to propose something to you. And we started talking. And then they came back and they said, but Pat, we didn't do 4,000 recruits. I said, we broke every single possible record in the company. Our guys fought like hell. And they did 2,999 recruits. We got to do something about it. I said, well, we can't bring back Great Equalizer bonus program the same exact way it was before. I said, fine, no problem. What do you have in mind? We have to make some adjustments. But guess what? Guess what? I'm going to show you what program is back, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do in the month of March. And some tells me you're going to go crazy when I share with you what's about to take place with Great Equalizer. Let me show you what's going on here with So here's what last year's Great Equalizer bonus looked like. If you got 10 recruits, 10 apps, 25,000 points, you got an additional 10% on top of your 75, which means you got paid on your business as an MD at 85%. If you did 25, 25, 50, it was 15%, so now you're getting paid at 90%. When it was 50 recruits, 50 apps, 100,000 points, you get an additional 25 on top of your 75, which is 100%. And if you were an SMD, another 2%, 3%, 4% on top of everything else. If you did 100, 100, 200, you got an additional 35. If you did 150, 150, 300, you got an additional 45. So this isn't back. However, the levels each have one other marker for you to hit to get that. And this is what it is. In March, April, May, June, July, going into the convention, Great Equalizer is here. However, this is how it counts. Do you remember how I told you the goal this year is to get a lot of new people getting checks? Well, this is what we're doing. Here's what it looks like. If you go out there and do 10 recruits, 10 up, 25,000 points, and you get one new person to check in your base shop, you get that 10%. If you do 25, 25, 50, you need to get 2 new people in your base shop a check, you get 15%. You do 50, 50, 100, you get 25, but you gotta get 5 new people a check. It ain't hard. You get 25. You get the idea. 10 new people a check, 35, 15 people a new check. It's 45. This is insanity. Great Equalizer is back. And the reason why I set it up this way is because this is what increases the value of your code number. And this is what increases the value of PHP. But it's not done yet. There is one other crazy item at the end. Let me tell you. This is about to get crazy because some of you guys can actually make $120,000, $300,000 in a month of March if you do this next part. It is truly insane. In the month of March, if you go and you beat your February number that you did by 1 level, you will get an additional 10%. Pat, what does that mean? Let me explain to you what this means. So in the month of February, Pimbers did 36 recruits and 74,000 points, which on here, it would put them at level 2 bonus, which is 15%. Let's assume they got the 2 licensed agents, right? 2 people that got checks. They'd get 15%. If in the month of March, Pimbers go out there and do 1 level up, which is 50 base recruits and 100,000 points, this is what happens. Not only do they go from the 15% to the 25%, but they get an additional 10% level up bonus for the month of March, which means it's 35%. That means Pimbers are at 75% contract. They get 35%, and they're an SMD. They will get paid at 112%. Pimbers can make $50, $100, $200,000 in the month of March if they level up once. But I'm not done yet. Here's why. There's one other thing. If some of you guys go out there and level up twice, you get an additional 20%. Yes, guys, I am doing this for the month of March. What does this mean? Ricky and Erica did 83 recruits last month, but they only did 37,000 points. That puts them at level 1 only. If Ricky and Erica do 50 recruits, 50 apps, 100,000 points, and they get 5 people getting new checks in a month of March, they won't go up to 25%. They'll get 20 more percent, which means they'll get paid at 45%. Here's what it means, 75% plus 45% plus their SMDs, 2%. You know what that is? 122% is what they're going to make. So Great Equalizer is back with this additional caveat. And in the month of March, if you level up whatever level you hit in the month of February, let's just say you're going to make a lot of money to make up for your January and February. For those of you that were looking at your numbers saying, I got some catching up to do. Mario's got something he wants to tell me. Mario, you look like you got something on your mind.
I'm just wondering if we're really announcing this, because if we are...
I mean, it's already out there.
Right, but if we announce this, I'm getting back in the base shop.
No, so you're not. You're not doing that.
I'm gonna have to go back in the base. If that's what's going on right now, I'm going back to the base shop.
You cannot be going back to the base shop again.
I'm thinking about it.
If you haven't already, text Mario. You should send a text to Mario, see if you can convince him to come to your base shop. By the way, this is why I left this number all the way at the end. Let me tell you what it is. Our goal for the month of March is 4,000 recruits with 400 new licensed agents in the month of March. Now that we're announcing this, and you know how it works, you know what's about to happen with the company. Honestly, guys, I've been in this game for a long time. I built a base shop for a long time. I ran a million-point base shop for 3.5 years, back to back to back. Never in my career have I ever seen something like this. There will always come a month that you go out there and you do the math and you say, this month, I can make more money in the month of March than I made all of 2017. Some of the rookie MDs that are watching this, what if you go out there and do 50 recruits, 50 apps, 100,000 points in the month of March, and you level up twice? And in 2017, let's just say you made $58,000, and you go out there in the month of March and you do that in the month of April, you end up making $62,000. What if that takes place with you? What if some of you guys say, I'm gonna be a workhorse this month? I'm gonna be a field training course. What if you're somebody that's saying, oh my gosh, I'm a non-MD, I'm not an MD yet, I have to become an MD. I gotta go out there and start running. I can't be missing out on all these dollars. For those of you watching this that you're not a marketing director, man, I'd be so coachable to my MD today. I'd be so coachable to my SVP today. If Gaitan's running a call Top Gun, get on it. If Del Toro's are running an initiative, get into that meeting. If Jason's doing something to be a part of, go for it. Kahindi, do it. Sapala's next MD to be part of that call. Every single one of our guys, Phelps, be coachable to him. Every single one of the guys, all of them, Vargas's, every one of them. I would be so coachable today as a non-MD because I know that's about to happen to me next. I'd be coachable to my MD to be the next MD. But all I can tell you is the following. Gang, you can ask all your leaders. None of them have ever experienced anything like this before. I've never experienced anything like this before. But I made a decision a long time ago. We're going to build a company, and we're going to treat you so good. And we're going to have such a good time. We're going to make such incredible memories together. Havana, Cuba. I mean, are you kidding me? We're going to build such incredible friendships together. Sheena and Ceci are best friends. These ladies that went to Boston, they're making great friends. Erica, your girls, Marlene, were always telling me, Erica's so cool, man. Jennifer's like, Erica Aguilar is so cool. And Marlene was so having a good time. And they're just hanging. Man, you know, like, this is us. We're just real people trying to help you start realizing that you can live that life that you want to live. but there comes sometimes pivotal moments in your life where you got to make a decision and go big. This is that month. So if you're not an MD, guess what? Go become an MD. Maybe be a top 5 personal producer so you can go with us to Havana. If you're an MD, go light it up this month. Truly light it up. You're gonna get this video late. Mario, what time is it right now as we're shooting this?
11 p.m.
Pacific, Hawaii, Mountain. I'm here. What time does it say? 11 p.m. I'm about to go home, get on a plane, flight's at 6, gotta leave at 4 to go to Houston, be with the people. Why? Because I understand timing. I hope you do as well, truly. I hope you do as well. The product's an incredible product. The industry's an industry that needs a lot of help, needs new leaders. Timing's on our side. Marketplace today favors entrepreneurs. You got an opportunity to own a piece of this company. You just gotta do your part right. And honestly, I can't wait for us to put up such ridiculous numbers up where all our competitors who hated on us, who don't believe we have the capacity, who just saw us as a bunch of young people, company can't go win if 54% of their agents are women and Hispanic. That's just not possible. You know that's not gonna happen. That's crazy, they're too young. It's too social media driven. They're not gonna be able to pull it off. And look what we're doing. And we'll go from 4,000 recruits to 40,000 recruits in a month. We'll go from doing 4,000 policies in a month to doing 40,000 policies in a month. You know how much money that means to you? It's a lot of money. Can't wait to see who's gonna rise up. Truly, I cannot wait to see which one of you guys are gonna rise up and become massive flag carriers for the company in the month of March. Can't wait to see which hierarchy is gonna put up numbers like you've never put up before, because this is gonna be a very weird month. But I hope it's gonna be a weird month for you as well. With that being said, let's go crush it in the month of March. Let's get 4,000 recruits, 400 people licensed, and let's make a ton of money so your dreams can become a reality. Take care, everybody. Love you. Bye-bye.